So we're here today to protest the extended orders of Michelle Lujan Grisham. As we all know, the state's been on lockdown under the conditions of keeping people safe in New Mexico because of the coronavirus outbreak. We've seen some areas and hotspots. A lot of our counties still have 0 cases that are confirmed. We have Democratic commissioners from these counties that are voting in support of resolutions to ask the governor to restore business as normal in New Mexico. Now, we're not asking for things to go back 100% normal. We understand that there still has to be precautions, but everyone's still going to Walmart, everyone's still going to Lowe's. These are big box stores. They're practicing social distancing. We've seen how small businesses can operate safely following the same protocols. They have more control over their sanitization process. They can restrict the number of people in their businesses. And what this governor has done is she's retaliated against small businesses that are demanding to operate. For example, we were up in Grants, New Mexico last week where the mayor decided to open up the city. She's fined a small pawn business shop $60,000 for defying her order. Now, that pawn shop was selling legal ammunition, which the Department of Homeland Security said is an essential business. So she should have that right to be open even during the lockdown. So today we're here demonstrating that New Mexicans are frustrated. We see other states that are opening up and lifting these restrictions, while other states like New Mexico are clamping down. Last week the governor said that we're going to start opening small businesses for curbside and delivery only, and this is just simply not acceptable. These small businesses cannot operate under these conditions. Most of them don't have e-commerce sites. Consumers are not out there going to these small businesses for a specific purpose. They're going out there to browse and shop and look, clothes, makeup, shoes, haircuts. I laugh about my hair. I haven't had a haircut, since the lockdown. And these are essential services that all New Mexicans need. The governor will talk about protecting New Mexicans and keeping us safe. Well, that includes more than just ducking and hiding away from COVID. We're talking about livelihoods of New Mexicans. We're talking about feeding families and their incomes and their small businesses. All of these are essential to keeping New Mexicans safe, and that's why we're here today. Sure. Today's a peaceful protest. We never encourage anything but that. Today we're planning to have a caravan around the city of Santa Fe to demonstrate that New Mexicans stand united and are demanding that this governor take action. We have a rally at the Capitol where other candidates, including myself, are coming out to speak in support of New Mexicans that are demanding that the governor lift some of these restrictions, responsibly open up New Mexico, and allow small businesses to remain competitive with their big box competitors.
So you are running for Congress.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about where and...
Sure. So I'm running in the 1st Congressional District. I myself am a small business owner. I'm a former Democrat. I left the Democrat Party a couple years ago because I just couldn't take the direction of the party. This is not about being a Republican or a Democrat anymore. This is about being an American or a socialist. And I think more and more New Mexicans are seeing that in this state. I mean, when we're talking about helping families, the actions of this governor are not helping the families in New Mexico.
I didn't answer one of their questions. You talked about the national group. They gave me a alert. I was surprised because I answered every one of their questions. But you know what? 8 a.m. we do this Facebook Live and we talk with people in the community. And we've had people from the business community talk about what they're going through right now. A lot of our business community they're operating off their credit cards. They're at that point where they're just charging everything they can under their credit cards. They're the lifeblood of our community. People need jobs in New Mexico, and these people have all lost their jobs. There are people that can't afford to pay their bills anymore. And at this point, I believe we can open up our New Mexico safely and methodically. I know we're dealing with COVID-19. I know there's a lot of people with compromised immune systems, people who are susceptible to the flu. But you know what? We have to look at the data, and the data just isn't there right now. And so I think if we open up our state safely and methodically, we can bring back our business community. Yesterday, Earl and I were putting up yard signs, and if anybody needs a yard sign, please go to my webpage, www.garciaholmes4congress.com. We were putting up yard signs yesterday, and we visited with a few people in the business community. The mayor of Albuquerque and the governor have been sending out law enforcement to shut down these businesses. You know, you're not complying, or you're not an essential business. You can't open up right now. You know, these poor business owners are being treated like criminals. Criminals. I mean, this is serious, folks. This is serious. The time has come, you know, to where we've been under, basically, I feel like, house arrest for over 40 days now. Shuttered in our homes. Our business community has been shut down. Big box stores like Costco and Home Depot have been able to open, and it's just not fair. So we can open up our state fairly, safely, and methodically, and the governor and the mayors that are sending police out to visit with these business owners need to stop that immediately. It's not appropriate. You're opening up your police officers to civil liability. You know, at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to get sued for inappropriate action or things like that. This is just pure government overreach at this point. And so I believe we can open up New Mexico safely. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's send a message to the governor.
control. She is a tyrant.
Yes.
She is not defending and protecting the Constitution. She is anti-American. But we are Americans. And this is a very, very solemn day. This is a very important day. And I'm going to ask, we're going to open up this rally in prayer, because you know what? A lot of people say, well, I'm going to be praying, and I tell them, you can pray, but you better be working. But if we don't pray, it doesn't matter what we do. So I would just ask that you would join me. We're going to say a prayer, then we're going to have our kids say the pledge.
Bluetooth disconnected.
My son is
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare was bursting in air, came through the night. District 23.
Corrales, New Mexico, but I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico originally. I'm a Nueva New Mexicana. I love my state. And I am here to help the other organizers to get our people back. Our rights are very important. There is no reason that we should be allowing this to happen in a free country. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming from the bottom of my heart. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to have some speakers. We also have our sheriff. I'd like him to come up. Glenn Hamilton. He's going to talk a little bit and start us off, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you, New Mexico.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patriots. Thank you, God-loving, flag-waving, constitutional-abiding American citizens. It's good that we can claim that, because we know that our governor can't. You know, when I took office back in, when did I get first elected? 2015, I believe. So a little history about myself. I'm Sheriff Glenn Hamilton. I'm from Sierra County, New Mexico. You guys might have heard of us. We finally got our first case last week. Of course, he was on a construction crew out of the northwest area of New Mexico and came back and tested in our hospital. So because he tested positive in our hospital, we got credit for the case. So I wonder how many other cases throughout New Mexico have been attributed to those counties that didn't actually come from their county.
Good morning, New Mexico! My name is Dinah Vargas, and I'm running for the House of Representatives for District 10. And District 10 includes, thank you, District 10 includes the South Valley of Albuquerque. It includes San Jose, where I was baptized. It includes San Jose, where I was baptized, where I come from. It includes South Broadway, and it includes Kinney Brick and everything in between. And in all my life, there has only been 2 representatives for District 10, 2 in my lifetime. And our current representative, I knock on doors every day and nobody knows his name, neither did I until I Googled him. Because I look around every day and I see our tax dollars at work, and I see that they're not working for us. So if we take Albuquerque, if you're familiar with Albuquerque, and we picture the Rio Grande, and we picture Central Boulevard and Atrisco Road, where the river divides us, where the west side begins, where southern New Mexico actually begins. And so I'm running as a conservative. I'm about faith, family, and freedom. It's real simple.
Thank you, Brett.
So, you know what? I'm running for Congress, and I'm not running to defeat Brett. I'm running to defeat Deb Holland. Where has she been during all of this? Where has the congressional delegation been during
Following Liz Warren.
On vacation. They've been on vacation. The House of Representatives have been on vacation, guys. Do you know that?
Yeah, they have. You're right.
You know what? That's not leadership.
Yeah, and they refuse to come back.
This is why we're 50. This is why we're number one.
Despicable Deb.
30 years. I'm a commissioned policewoman for 30 years. I took an oath to uphold that Constitution. And our rights are being violated on a daily basis with this shutdown. I support small business. I open up New Mexico.
Executive order is not allowed.
We can do this, folks. The data does not show and does not justify what's going on.
Hey, can you hear me? Come on, can you hear us? Because you're getting one term. And if I had it my way, we would impeach you today and kick you out to the curb. Many of you know me as the founder of Pro-Gun Women. I have stood next to these amazing sheriffs. One sheriff, but there's more than one. These guys are awesome. They stand up for our rights. I love all of you guys. You know why? Patriots. That's what I see. People that aren't going to take any crap from the government. We're tired of Wuhan telling us to stay in the house. We're tired of her dictating who is essential and who is not. Right? What's it going to be next? Oh, you people over there are not essential. You people over there. Matter of fact, you people should probably just be locked up for a while.
It's so wonderful to see everybody here today, and I think it's important that we, we stand firm on the Constitution, our rights to assemble, our freedom of speech, and freedom of religion, and all of those rights are under attack right now as we speak. And we are not unsafe. We are not asking for people to put their lives and health at risk by calling on the governor to safely reopen New Mexico. You know, I was the first United States Senate candidate to call on Governor Grisham to institute a plan to reopen the state of New Mexico. You know, a one-size-fit-all package does not fit.
Thank you, Stella. Hi, everyone. I'm Adrian Trujillo. I'm running for District 11 down in Albuquerque. That's downtown, Old Town, Los Doranes. Basically, what inspired me to get running was I saw our constitutional rights being chipped away. You know, they're not coming for them just outright. They're chipping away on small little chunks at a time, and we're allowing it. And we can't continue to allow it. We have to stand up now and put a stop to it. Because if we keep letting them chip away, eventually it's going to erode to nothing. And so that made me get inspired and want to run and stand up for our great state, stand up for my district, and have my children enjoy the same freedoms that we enjoy now.